this time, we hit a goal last year during a charity stream. I can't remember what the goal, what the goal for making an ASMR video was, but we fucking hit it. And that was wild. So, yeah, here we are. I actually got the idea of reading Skyrim books from another ASMRtist called Oven ASMR. They have no idea I exist, but it's such a baller idea, and I thought this is such like a good mood. Like, it sounds very like, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like a ooh in the background. Just being in this menu, I guess. In and in. And I was like, hell yeah. Anyways, we are going to be doing this. We're going to be reading The Lusty Argonian Maid, Part 1 and 2. We're going to be reading The Woodcutter's Wife and The Cabin in the Woods, maybe even Cats of Skyrim. We have to go for The Lusty Argonian Maid because why the fuck not, right? I've heard my friend recommended me to read it, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck it's about, but I mean the title kind of tells you. But yeah, thank you so much for during the charity stream. I think we raised like £800 for Mind, which is insane to me. So yeah, if you're a friend and you're watching this and you're like, well, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're a friend and you're like, yo, this fucks, let me know. I can do it. I can do more of this shit. I got another one in me. Oh, but yeah, if you don't know who I am, hell yeah. If you want to see more, I don't fucking know. Anyways, we're gonna read this book now. It's called The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 1. Holy fuck, that was loud. Volume 1 by Crassius Curio. Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lifts her tail. Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers. Grandius Kodo. What a name. Is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers. Lifts her tail. I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. Hello. Lifts her tail. Can I? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm dying. That's it. Okay, GG. We respawned. Someone got my battle card. Grandius Kodo. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. Grandius, don't be a perv. Come on, bro. Come on. No. Lifts her tail. You embarrass me, sir. See, Grandius, look what you done. That is why you don't say that kind of thing. Grandius Kodo, fear not. You are safe with me. You know what? W. Is she though? Is she? Do we need to, like, should he be put on a watch list? I reckon so. Release the files. Release the files. I bet Grandius Kodo is on them. Lifts her tail. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Grandius Kodo. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you here. Polish my spear. Grandius. Put it away. Put it away. left their tail, but it is huge. It could take me all night. Hell yeah. You know what? Left their tail. Get it, girl. Get it. If you want. Consent is key, you know. Grandiose Godel. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 4, Scene 3. So, what the fuck did I just read? I felt like I was reading part of like fucking 50 Shades of Grey or something. Except the Skyrim medieval version. She unfastens my... I don't know what it's... the thing. I can't remember. Anyways. Yeah. We're gonna move on to Lusty Argonian Maid version 2 now. It can't get any worse, right guys? Right guys? I've got my head in my hands now. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. That was so loud again. I'm so sorry. Rip to your eardrums. Rip to your eardrums. The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 2 by Gracias Curio. Yo, he a freak. He a freak. I love that page flipping sound. The page flipping sound is so nice. Flip. 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 Act. What the fuck is that? Act number. Scene 2. Continued. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Lifts her tail. My goodness. That's quite a love. But however shall it fit my oven? Lifts her tail. You're being very forward here. I need a minute to ease myself in, you know. Just give me a second. Lifts her tail. Just give me a second. Grandiose Gold, this love isn't ready for baking, my sweet. It has yet to rise. Grandiose, bro. You must be fucking swinging. Grandiose has an absolute hog on him. What the fuck? Lifts her tail. If only we could bury that along. Bury that along. Not bury. We're not. Oh, I mean, that love's getting buried somewhere. Ain't that right? How would I accomplish such a task? Grandiose Gold. Oh, my foolish little Argonian maid. You must use your hands. Hands. You need to. What the fuck? Your Grandiose got a fucking hog on him. Lifts her tail. You wish me to need the love here. Grandiose, of course. Lifts her tail. But what if the mistress catches me? Your love was meant to satisfy her appetite. Grandiose, don't fret, my delicate flower. I'll satisfy the mistress's cravings later. Grandiose, you dog. You dog. What the helly? Lifts her tail. Very well. But I'm afraid my oven is not enough. It could take hours. Grandiose, plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. Okay, so what we've learned here is they are both freaks. Honestly, I'm here for it. Get it. Get it. Get your hole. Get your hole. I support this. I'm just a bit concerned for the mistress, because, you know, Grandy has been putting his loaf in any oven, it seems. And not just his favourite oven. Just any oven. He'd be going to like B&Q or like, where do they sell ovens? He'd just be going there and just putting his loaf into every oven. He's like, He's like the Goldilocks of ovens. Like, This one's too big. This one's too small. This one's just right. That's ground he is right now. Anyways, let's move on to the woodcutter's wife. Flashbang now. That is such a loud noise. The woodcutter's wife, volume 1, as told by Morgan, son of Molag. I also yawned there. Fuck. I apologize. Legend tells of a woodcutter who built a shack deep within the pine forest. There, he hoped to live in peace with his family. The woodcutter's family lived well for a time, but without warning, the weather turned bitterly cold and spoiled the harvest. Before long, with their meager supply of food all but gone, the family was starving. Late one snowy night, a traveller knocked on the cabin door, seeking shelter from the biting cold. Always generous of heart, the woodcutter welcomed the stranger into his home, apologizing that he had no food to offer. With a smile, the traveller cast off his cloak to reveal the garments of a mage. As the woodcutter and his family looked on, the mysterious visitor reached into his satchel and withdrew a scroll tied with a silver ribbon. No sooner had the wizard unfurled the scroll and read the words aloud when a great feast appeared from out of thin air. That night, nobody in the woodcutter's cabin went hungry. Day by day, the snow piled up. Every night, the mage produced another scroll from his bag and read the words, each time summoning a new feast. On the 5th night, the woodcutter's wife awoke her husband to confess her mistrust of their magical guests. I don't know why I read surgical. They ain't doing anything surgical there. I don't know, maybe. Surely could. There was a price to pay. I don't know why I yawned there. Again, sorry. For the magical feast that everyone enjoyed, night after night. The woodcutter would have none of it after nearly dying from the lack of food. His family was eating well. The Divine had sent them a gift, he explained, and it was foolish to question their wisdom. But the woodcutter's wife would not be persuaded. Every night she grew more fearful and desperate. She was certain that the family had entered into a devil's bargain, and the time would come when the mage would ask for something unspeakable in return for his gifts. While everyone in the cabin slept, the woodcutter's wife snuck out of bed and took her husband's axe in hand. She crept into the... Bro's making himself tired. LMAO. Snuck out of bed and took her husband's axe in hand. She crept into the traveller's room and with one swing lopped off his head. Suddenly, the wizard's disembodied head awoke. His eyes opened wide and beheld his maimed body. When he saw his maimed body, he let forth a terrible cry. Awakened by the horrified scream, the woodcutter and his children rushed into the room and gasped at the terrible sight of the decapitated mage. I don't know why I've decapitated. Yeah, she fucked up. He's gonna turn her into a frog or something. With his last gasp of breath. Why can I not read? Have I just forgot the ability? I don't know. With his last gasp of breath, the traveller laid a fearful curse on the woodcutter's wife. After their mortal death, she was damned to rise once again and walk the woods alone, only to burn at the rising of the sun. this day, those who walk the pine forest late at night tell tales of a weeping woman glimpsed. I yawned again. Sorry. Glimpsed between the trees. She carries a bloody axe, the stories say, and she is terrifying to behold. What the fuck? Why did she do that? I mean, I understand if she's feeling scared and all that, but just to behead someone, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You do not just go around beheading people. You can't. That's just not the right thing to do. Next, we're gonna do the cabin in the woods. And then I think we'll wrap up there. I think so. Fuck, that was so loud. That was so loud. Okay. Late one night, a few seasons ago, a soldier was returning home after several bloody battles. He decided he would save some gold and decided to cross the pine forest on foot. The first day of his journey was rather uneventful. The soldier stuck to the main path and kept a brisk pace. When it started getting dark, he set up his bedroll, built a small fire, cooked up some rabbit he had caught. A fine day indeed. He thought to himself as he fell asleep. Partway through the evening, the soldier was woken up by a soft sob. I don't know why I keep yawning now. I literally sob. I've already recorded this once already. But then I realized that some of the background noises was a little bit too loud. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it again. And yeah, here we are. So it's probably too quiet now, but you know what? Fuck it, we will. Partway through the evening, the soldier was woken up by soft sobbing in the distance. He grabbed his sword, assuming it was to be a bandit trick, but pretended to sleep so he could get a jump on them. After a few minutes, the sobbing started moving away from his camp until he could no longer hear it. For the rest of the night, he slept with one eye open. Again, day 2, the soldier woken up from what rotten sleep he could catch and started off through the forest at a quicker pace, intending to put distance between himself and whatever he had heard last night. As the day went on, it began to rain heavy, so the soldier built himself a little shelter for the night, for the evening even, so he could remain dry while he slept. It took him a little longer to fall asleep with thoughts of the previous night fresh in his mind, but he eventually slept. This time he woke to sobbing that sounded like it was right outside his shelter. The soldier wanted to grab sword and crawled out of the shelter. In front of the fire, he saw the black back of a ghostly woman sobbing into her hands. Wait, is this the woman from the cabin in the woods? No, from the woodcutter's wife. Is that this story? Wait. The soldier mustered his courage and asked her what was wrong. No answer. He began to slowly approach, but before he could reach her, she turned and screamed at him. The ghostly woman raising an axe and began to run at the soldier, disappearing before she made contact. I had to yawn again. I don't know. I'm so sorry. The soldier took off into the wood night with just his sword in hand. He ran until the first light of dawn, where he started down the road again, as through the forest before nightfall. As darkness began to fall, he saw a cabin just off the road and thought to himself it would be a good place to hunker down for the night. After arriving at the cabin, he spent some time blocking the doors and wooden windows. Nothing would get in. Oh, he thought, surely. Despite his preparations, he could not sleep. He sat in what used to be the cabin's bedroom, staring at the barricaded door, shaking. Eventually, he could keep his eyes open no longer and fell asleep. This time, he awoke to laughing on the other side of the barricaded door. It sounded like the woman from before, and he refused to let her believe it was her. The soldier burst through the barricaded door into the main room to find the ghostly woman from the night before staring at the ground, laughing hysterically with an axe in hand. He began to relentlessly attack the ghostly woman, but he could tell his strikes were less effective. He used a scroll of firebolt, which drew a scream from her, and she exploded, disappearing. The ordeal was over. The ghost was gone. The soldier slept well that night, and the next day made excellent distance for the woods. As the sun began to set, he came out on the other side of the forest and looked back, remembering the days before. As he turned and started walking away from the woods, he could swear he heard her sobbing again. That is such a good story. I think that story was really damn good. I wanna, volume 2. Okay, so this and the other one must be connected. They must be, surely. This and the woodcutter's wife. They are such amazing books. So thank you so much for listening to this. If you've got this far, if you're using this to go to sleep, I hope you sleep well. If you're using this background noise, hey, be a productive king/queen, or them, as you wish. You got this. If you're listening to this and you don't know what the fuck's going on, don't worry, I don't either. We're just pure fucking with ball vibes, you know. I stream on Twitch also. Twitch.tv/Shrikalicious. With 2 eyes at the end. 2 eyes. Shrikalicious. So, thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I kept fucking yawning at that. Oh my god, I'm dying again. This is worst ASMR ever. I've been making like the most random noises, and then and then I'm fucking dying, and then you're hearing me yawning. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyways, thank you so much. I will see you guys